Good morning, everybody. Russ from Willie's Firewood here. I am going to my second least favorite place this morning. I got to go back to the gas station. I got the truck warming up. It's early, but we've got to get a bunch done before Bunyan. Mentioning gas and a gas station, I've seen on multiple channels now people advertising the same app that I've advertised, which is Upside. And I've heard so many people say, I tried it a couple of times and then I stopped. Let me tell you why I don't think that's a good idea in just a second. Now, granted, I probably use quite a bit more gas than some people do. We're pretty busy in the course of a week between running around for kids and sports and all of our stuff plus everything else. I use a lot of gas, not to mention in the splitters. And no, this is not diesel fuel. It's just a can that I use for gas. But I heard somebody say they tried it a few times, but they don't remember to use the Upside app. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird, because I used it every time I filled up last month. And between my referrals, I had 2 people that I got referrals from, which you get $20 a piece when you refer somebody and they use the app. And my regular gas, I saved $176.33. That's almost $200 on something that I gotta buy every single day anyway, so why wouldn't you want to save money? Just seems crazy to me that we can't take the few extra seconds to do something on a regular basis that's gonna save us money. That kind of goes along with something that I've been preaching for a while now on the channel, about a little bit every day goes a long way. Now, there's plenty of opportunity for all of us to get better, but the first step to change is actually admitting that we need to change. And I know of my spending habits, and especially being self-employed, I've got to change just a little bit. So, what are some of the ways that I change? One of them was buying my gas, using the Upside app, saving money when I can. The other one was shopping around for insurance. I shopped around for over a year to find insurance that was affordable and that would get me back to doing what I love and being in the wood yard and the woods full time. So it took some work, it took some time. One of the other things was finding more log suppliers, more log buyers than what we had typically used before. One of the other things I did was I set goals, because a plan is only so good, but a goal will help to make it better. And that was important to me, to have something to reach for every week or every day that was attainable. So one of the things that I did was I sat down and I figured out how much I needed to make every day and how much I wanted for a buffer. And when I figured it out, it put us somewhere around 4 quart a day. Now, could be more, could be less, but 4 quart a day is kind of that magic number where I want to be. It's more than doable. Can do it quite easy, actually. But there's other incentives and perks in there. The sawmill that's behind us right there makes a lot more money than Firewood does. And I know you're saying, well, why are you doing Firewood then? Because Firewood's what I know. I don't know sawmilling all that much. I've run it. I know how to make lumber. I haven't been in it that long. It's going to take some time. The other thing is working in the woods. If I cut the logs myself and bring them back for the sawmill or for the firewood, I make a whole lot more money. So you need to look at making a goal. So that's 2 things. So you got to make changes to help save money, and you got to set a goal. What else do you got to do after that, though? We'll talk about that in just a second too. So the next thing you need to do is probably the hardest thing. You got to execute. So it's all good and great to say that you're going to look to save money, or to say that you're going to set a goal, but until you actually execute either of those things, nothing's going to change and nothing's going to happen. So for me, what I have started doing since I started this just this week, because this is my full-time gig, I'm not giving myself a plan B, guys. We're in this for the ride. It may not be a good ride, it may be a bumpy ride at times, but we're in this for the ride. So the one thing that I did, so I started keeping a journal, and in that journal I have what I need to do for the day. I have some extra tasks so that if I get ahead of time, I pick up some time in the schedule, I've got extra things I can do. I have what I call free orders, or orders that can be delivered anytime, that no one needs to be home or anything like that. I can always pick up a free order. I've got accounts to call on to work on our bagged firewood sales. And I also have both the sawmill and the skidder at the woodlot that are extra right now. Now that's not going to be extra in another week or so, because we're going to put 2 days a week in the woods. And speaking of 2 days a week in the woods, somebody heard that the skidder is close enough to home that they can come help. And if you have any idea who that might be, he got 2 brand new chainsaws for his birthday that you guys have helped to pay for. And he's just itching for some more saw time. So Gramp is actually going to come out and chop with us in the woodlot. When I was growing up, that's what he always did for the gentleman that he worked with before. He used to work at the paper mill, and on weekends and on Fridays, because he worked 410s, he would work in the woods in the wintertime with his friend, and he did all the chopping and his friend ran the skidder. And that's kind of what I do when I work with Gramp too. He chops and I run the skidder. So he heard about it, figured it was close enough. He's volunteered himself and told me that he's coming to the woodlot. So whether I want him there or not, Gramp's going to come over and he's going to do some cutting. Probably won't do any more talking than he does in the firewood yard, but he's going to go and do some more of what he loves. And I was kind of actually pretty excited about that. I had thought about mentioning it to him, but thought it might have been a little too far away from Graham. And he said, nope, it's not too far away. I can work for a few hours in the morning, and you'll have to just get everything skidded out and cleaned up afterwards. So that's going to be pretty cool too. Oh, over by a penny. So as you saw out there, no magic at all. 22 gallons of gasoline at 27 cents a gallon savings. I just saved $5.94 on that one tank of fuel. So $6. I fill this truck 3 to 4 times a week. So filling this truck 3 to 4 times a week, if the average savings is 27 cents a gallon, which sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, you're talking $24 a week. It's $100 a month. That's just for the gas that I have to have every year. It's $1,200 a year. I think it's worth it. So again, a little bit every day goes a long way. Makes sense, right? Let's go use Upside and save some more money. So we just went and bought contractor bags, 28% cash back. Those were $20. So we just saved $5.60 on contractor bags. Put that with our gas savings this morning, we're not doing too bad. This Upside thing might be worth something, guys, I'm telling you. So in light of keeping up with our 4 cord for the day, there's 2 cord of round wood for furnace wood. This customer takes large split wood. There's some more we delivered to him earlier this year. So let's go back and put 2 cord of cut and split ash on the trailer and do some splitting. I forgot to show you guys, Kevin and I got presents at that last firewood delivery. Let me show you what we got. We got a whole bunch of fresh butternut squash and a whole bag full of pole beans. That's a good surprise right there. So we took 2 cord of round furnace wood from this side of the pile here. Now we're gonna start taking that ash by the splitter. We're gonna put 2 cord of ash in the trailer and go get this delivered. Kevin's saying an hour and 15 minutes. I'm saying an hour and 20 minutes because we've got some bigger stuff in there. I'm not going to show you the whole thing while we split it, but I'll get it going and I'll let you know when we're done how long it actually took us. We'll see if Kevin was right or if Russ was right. So far, Kevin's undefeated. Okay, so Kevin said that we were going to be done at 1:45. I said we'd be done at 2:10. 2:10 would be a 45-minute cord, and 1:45 would have been about a 35-minute cord. We were right in between, so we ran a 40-minute cord. It's 1:55 right now, 1:58 actually. So Kevin wasn't right, and neither was I. We were both half right. How about that? What are you going to say now?
I was going to say 2 o'clock, but I'd say 1:45.
You said 1:45. I said 2:10 to begin with.
Yeah, but
so now you want to change it because you know what the time is?
I said I was going to say 2 o'clock, but I said 1:45 instead of 2 o'clock.
Oh, all right. So Kevin wanted to work harder.
Me now?
But we've got the trailer all filled. He's still running his gums. I got him going. Trailer's full. Let's go get this delivered. And this will be how many cord for the day, Kevin?
2,000.
2,000? No, this will be 4. So that's our goal for every day is 4. And I got to pack, and we've got some stuff to do for Bunyan. So let's go get this delivered, Kevin.
Yep.
So we got our 4 cord done for today. And I've got some stuff rearranged in the yard for Kevin here. I'll show you what we got going on. So when we moved the splitter, I moved it for a reason. I put the dump truck under here so that Kevin has the dump truck to use while we're gone to Bunyan to keep the racks filled. And we put the splitter so that he has wood on the same side as the controls right here. And there's our timber cat, Jasmine. She heard my voice, so she came running. So Kevin's gonna work on keeping the racks filled while we're gone, and we're gonna take off to Bunyan. I'm gonna go pack, and we're gonna see what we can get done. Jasmine's getting some scratches last minute, and can't wait to see all you guys when we get to Bunyan. So remember, guys, a little bit every day goes a long way. Help somebody if you can. And remember, don't forget to hit that like button. We love your comments and questions, and we hope you subscribe so we can see you on the next one.